What's up armies, welcome back to another video. 7 things BTS JHOPE facial features say about his personality. Australian people reader Steven believes that a person's facial features hold clues about their true personality. Here is what JHOPE's face says about him based on Steven's criteria. People with faces that are less than 60% as wide as they are long tend to be cautious by nature. Those with wider faces 70% as wide are usually high confident. JHOPE's facial proportion indicate that he is a look before you leap type who approaches life with a healthy level of caution. Is friendliness measured with a smile? Steven believes that it indicates by a distance between the top of eye to the eyebrow. People with lower eyebrow like JHOPE are open and friendly. Those with higher set of eyebrows are not necessarily unfriendly, but they usually like their personal space more. People with wider set eyes like JHOPE are more tolerant of other people's error, whereas people with closer set eyes are less patient by comparison. If you have a sarcastic, dry sense of humor, you might have a long philtrum. According to Steven, people with shorter philtrum are more likely to be nonsense type. It's no surprise that this comedy king falls into the first category. People with full upper lips like JHOPE are more generous with the other words and actions. Those with thinner lips are usually quiet and concise individuals. Thin eyelid fold or no eyelid fold indicate a decisive and action-driven person. People with thicker eyelid folds are more analytical. According to these criteria, JHOPE falls somewhere in the middle. The color and depth of eyes goes hand in hand with their personal magnetism. People with deeper colored eyes like JHOPE are known to be charismatic people who draw in friends and admirers. 7 things BTS Jungkook facial features say about his personality. It's all about the width to length ratio. Narrow-faced people less than 60% as wide as they are long are usually more cautious than their wider-faced counterparts. People with wider faces 70% as wide tend to have higher level of confidence. Jungkook's facial proportions indicate high confidence, which is not surprising. The golden Muknai has plenty of skills and his handsome looks to be highly confident about. A person's friendliness is indicated by the distance between the top of the eye to the eyebrow compared to the height of the eye. People with high eyebrows tend usually like their personal space more than those which has lower set eyebrows. Given that Jungkook is a mix of two introverted MBTI personality, ISFP and INTP, it's no surprise that he cherishes personal space. Alone time gives introverts time to recharge their social batteries. Do you have wider set eyes? If so, you might be someone who tolerates errors. Those with eyes set closer together are less likely to be patient in this area. Over the years, Jungkook has proven to be a highly tolerant, easygoing person who does his best to understand others and their reasoning before making judgments. Is humor found in your funny bone? Not according to Steven. People with longer philtrums have a sarcastic, dry sense of humor, while people with shorter philtrum are more serious. The length of Jungkook's philtrum falls somewhere in the middle, indicating a blend of aforementioned traits. Want to know how generous a person is? According to Steven, it's all about the lips. People with full upper lips are more generous with words and actions, while people with thinner lips are quieter and more concise. Jungkook's upper lip is on the thinner side, putting him in the later category. People with thin eyelid folds or no eyelid folds are categorized as decisive and action-driven people, while people thicker eye folds are analytical. According to this, Jungkook is more action-driven than analytical. Charisma correlates to the color and depth of the eyes. People with deeper colored eyes like Jungkook possesses high level of personal magnetism. 7 things BTS V facial features say about his personality. V's facial proportions land him into the confident category, and honestly, with a face like this, why would not he be confident? The distance between the top of the eye to the eyebrow compared to the height of the eye indicates a person's level of friendliness. People with higher eyebrows tend to like their personal space and more than those with lower set of eyebrows. This social butterfly higher set eyebrows indicate that he values his personal space and like to socialize on his own terms. People with wider set eyes tends to be more tolerant of errors than people whose eyes are closer together. He falls into the former category. People with longer philtrums have a sarcastic, dry sense of humor, while shorter philtrums can be found on people who are nonsense. The comedy king's philtrum is on the longer side. Look at the lips. People with full upper lips may be more generous with their words and actions, while people with thinner upper lips are quieter and more concise. By these standards, V's lips are as full as generous as his beautiful heart. He is the first to take care of his members and his fans. Thin eyelid folds and no eyelid folds indicates a decisive and action-driven person. People with thicker eyelids folds are more analytical. It appears that V's are on the thinner side, meaning that he is a man of action. They say eyes are the window to soul for a reason. The color and depth of the eyes correlate to charisma. Charismatic like V people tend to have deeper color eye that you can fall right into. Thank you so very much for your love and support.